drilled right center field. That one head. Arrighetti.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike.
First pitch, 6-15.
Left field, Dubon on his way over and puts the squeeze on that one. 1 up, 1 down. Here's a Mets lineup now. It features a great veteran presence, Francisco Lindor.
Simply put, Boog, I mean, one of the elite players in the game, arguably the best player in the game, just an absolute unbelievable talent. Always so much fun to watch him go out there and do his thing. Sit back and enjoy the show, and hopefully he's able to do something special in this one.
Juan Soto stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Up and in, now 2-0. And another ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Ball 4, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
1 gone, runner at first. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Yeah, that's fouled off. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Check swing. He went 0-2 now. Soto, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's outside. 1-2 to count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Outside low, and it's 2-2. And the polar bear strikes out.
That was a pretty fun at bat right there, but you kind of hate to see a long battle like that end on a questionable call. I think he was right and let it go. Frustrating result after he fought so hard at the plate.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Just missed.
Ball, that's outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a ball over something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Just missed. Outside. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. right through there for a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fly ball pretty well struck right field. McCormick ranging back on it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Mets lead one. Now here come the Astros. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and getting the call here, Griffin Canning. What do you have on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Here comes a pitch. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And next to hit for Houston, Isaac Paredes. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Nobody out, runner at first. Just missed. And another ball. And there's the automatic. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And a foul ball. And a 1-2 again. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. This ball is outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. And now 2 gone.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
First baseman, Christian Walker.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's Christian Walker. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Two outs.
That's a ball.
That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss
2-2 now.
Got him. That ends the inning. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. Top of the second, and now it's Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
Arrighetti back to work. And foul ball. And that one fouled off. That misses, and that's ball one. That one missed.
2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Here's Jesse Winker. Not close with that one. Ball one. Foul ball there. And that's in for a strike. In the air, left side. Dubon sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
The catcher, number 13, Luis Torrens.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. There's a strike at the knees.
That big curve inside pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's
Off the plate,
inside.
ball 1.
Stays alive. Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so have it timed up and ready for it.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Handles, throws to first, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy.
Hey.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And the 0-2. Line drive. Pulls it in. And there's one away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in control.
Vic Caratini at the plate. Oh, and it's 2-1. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. Got him looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter. The pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And the batter now, Zach DeZenzo. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
2 outs, base is empty. Fastball for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Brett Beatty, looking for his first big league hit right here. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Beatty bats left, throws right, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now it's Jose Siri. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. And that misses. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Top of the third, no score. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a foul straight back. The pitch. Falling
Ball,
behind
that's
2-1.
inside.
Lindor swings through that one.
2-2 the count.
Two down, nobody on. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Juan Soto up next for the Mets. 2 outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 3-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. On a line, base hit. So he battled through a long at-bat and earned himself a hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
The right fielder, Juan
Soto now. He reached out a walk his first time. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
1 ball.
Squirts
2
away
strikes.
a little bit. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
That's ball 2.
This one in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Lindor around second, headed for third. Coming home. He scores, and they have the lead.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice
Now
job of
batting,
driving that
the
pitch
first
the
base
other way
team.
on a line. You know, hitters,
Alonso.
they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Pete Alonso. Went down on strikes his first time through. Just missed. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that is out of play. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Caratini down to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Dyken Park, bottom of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Mauricio Dubon. That's too low. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
Now this is in the air down the line. Winker sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 away.
Good pitch. You just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. This kid, a 21st round pick out of Millersville University in Pennsylvania. And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose.
The lineup flips over. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the corner for a strike. 0-1.
Tough spot right here. Quick inning, 2 quick outs. You got to be patient, but you also have to be somewhat aggressive to not miss your pitch early in the count.
And that one is in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Ball 1.
And ball 1. Got him swinging. Astros are down quietly. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in Houston, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
0-2 now. Curve in the dirt.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. Long gone. He leads the yard to right. His first homer of the year. It's 2-0.
I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And now here is Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter. 0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
1-2 now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1.
Winker.
And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2 is the count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Altuve brings it in for the 3rd out. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Houston, bottom 4, and stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Just off the inside edge.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Torrens down to first with it. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Up next for the Astros.
Here's Jordan Alvarez. He hit into a double play his first time up. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Way upstairs, and the count is 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That just misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Upstairs.
Still just the 2nd batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
1 down, base is empty. Line drive, Adam in center field.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Walker in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And the inning is over.
Now pitching for
now
the
on the
Astros,
Ronel Blanco.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Jose Siri, the next to hit. Caught looking his first time up. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Beatty on at first, nobody out. There's a swing and a miss. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Juan Valdez. The rookie left-hander appears to be getting going. Valdez also getting ready. Off the mark there. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Got him. And one gone. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him on base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And that one in the air center field. Alvarez in position. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. That one ripped, but foul.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Two outs. Foul ball. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That's out number 3. Mets strand one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Canning back to work. And takes low for ball 1.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Digging in, Victor Caratini. That one's in there. Strike 1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
To the right side. Oh, nice play. Nicely done for the out.
Look at the big guy getting down and dirty, robbing what probably would have been a double if he gets by him. You love to see that because most times it's the shortstop or second baseman, but he wants to get in the mix a little bit as well.
Now here is Zach DeZenzo. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 down, nobody on. That one off the mark, and 1-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. In the air, right field, Soto. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the third out. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Mets 2 and the Astros nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. Alonso, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. The Astros have some action in their pen. James Palma up and loosening in the pen.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Fought off foul. Swing, and he breaks his bat. He takes it on his own. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Good fastball in on the hands, makes the swing a little defensive, jammed him up right there.
Nimmo.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. He went deep back in the 4th. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
That one way inside.
Ball 2. 2-0. Ball, that's out.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. In for a strike, and now 3-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now back, the third baseman, Mark.
And now, Mark Vientos. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed.
Aye. 1-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And they'll do it again. That misses the zone. 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So they go quietly there. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 2 and the Astros nothing. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Mauricio Dubon.
Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Winker should have it. And there's one away.
The right fielder, number 20, Chad McCormick.
So up next, Chas McCormick. Grounded out his first time. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Back to the top of the lineup. Jose Altuve up to hit here. 1 for 2.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Canning checks the runner. Outside low. And that is ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pitch misses there. Now 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
That one close, ruled the ball, and it's 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And ball 4 to avoid.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Isaac Paredes up next to the Astros. He is struck out and he is walked. Pitch misses. 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Stanek, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Garrett warming up as well. Two on, 1 out. And it's even up.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
That one ripped down the line, and it's foul. Ripped on a line. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Astros, the center fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Alvarez digs in now. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Framber Valdez.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And stepping in for New York, Jesse Winker.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Winker.
That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike 1. And there's the strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Torrens stands in now and watches strike 1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Inside. And to count 1 and 2. That one missed.
2-2 the count.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings and misses, coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge. It can change the ball game.
Beatty now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And a swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's down and away.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And now 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Two now. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing for the Mets. They're up 2-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Stanek.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading up.
And now the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Christian Walker.
That's through there for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Now the 0-1. And strike two.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Just misses with that one.
He was looking for some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
The 1-2 on the ground right side. Toss to Alonso, and one away in the bottom of the seventh.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. Right down the chute. It's 0-1.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. The high heat, too much on that one. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Victor Caratini up next for the Astros. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a
No ball,
ton.
2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
Out to center. And that'll do it.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Astros.
and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
43.
James Palma. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
Jose Siri up now for the Mets, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch misses. And another ball.
No strike.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's in there. Swing and a ball hammered left field, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop,
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. High fly ball out into left center field. Dubon. 2 away.
Now batting, Right fielder, Juan.
2 down, base is empty.
Soto.
And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That's a little bit low.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Base knock right field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than
Now
that.
batting,
Solid
the
swing
first
from start to
baseman,
end.
Pete
On time with everything.
Alonso.
Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Man at first, Pete Alonso getting ready to hit. Fastball for a strike. Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
It's no surprise this guy's won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark.
So up next for New York,
Vientos.
Mark Vientos. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Just missed. Other thing in this part, I mean, he could sneeze one over the left field wall into those Crawford box seats. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Way out front for strike 2.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
2 outs. Just missing there. And now 3-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a drive. Gone into the Crawford boxes, a home run. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 6-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul, was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. James Palma gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Juan
the Astros.
Baladares gets the ball now.
Number 6.
On for his major league
Juan
debut. So we'll see if he's
Baladares.
ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
And here is Jesse Winker. Now with the shift on, hits right into it, gets it to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
And that one misses up and in. And the count even 1-1. And there's a ball. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
Fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. He'll do it himself, and that's one away as the
Now
leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Mauricio Dubon.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. And a strike in there. That misses, and the count is 1-1. The Astros with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he grounds one to the right side. Baden. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right
Up
there.
next
Got
for the
inside on him and got him to
Astros,
bounce into that
the
out.
right fielder, Chaz.
Now it's the right
McCormick.
fielder, Chaz McCormick. That's in there. That's strike 1. Fastball is outside. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They still find themselves down 6-0. Just about to get started. Getting the nod in this one, Spencer Arrighetti.
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this
Leading
guy
off
on the
tonight for
mound.
the
There are
Mets,
times he's really
the
good,
shortstop,
but that's not always the
Francisco
case. For me, I
Lindor.
want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
Fouled off left side. Here comes the 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, second pitch of this game and already getting squeezed a little bit.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting second.
Just
the right
kept it
fielder,
simple. Played
Juan.
Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Juan Soto. On the ground to the left. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Batting third, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
First and second, no outs. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Outside with a breaking ball. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
And the 1-0.
Inside ball.
And another
Inside,
ball.
3.
Brandon Nimmo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. First and second here, no outs.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Got him! And that is a big first out. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The 1-0.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's in there. And it's 1-2.
Well, here's a guy at the plate I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seemed to play better in road games.
Ground ball right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Ground ball could be 2. Tepena at second for 1, and that's 2.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Back here with my pal Singy, our starting pitcher in this one, Griffin Canning. What do you have on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
We go to the bottom of the first. And stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Next offering way off the plate.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
That one a little bit high. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one down.
Batting second.
So digging in, Isaac Paredes.
Paredes.
And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that one upstairs, ball one. That missed by a lot. Ball two. Up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, the center fielder, Yordan.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Popped up. Lindor makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Batting fourth, the first
Now we
base.
check out the Astros lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Christian Walker in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And the slider just misses. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now Jeremy Pena drilled in the air, high and deep right field. It bangs off the wall. One runs in, coming home. The relay to the plate, in there safely. And they take a 2-run lead.
He was all over that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So runner at second, 2 down. Victor Caratini up next for the Astros. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Man at second. What a stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here in Houston, all set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Right through there for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Fouled off. He was late. That one not close. 1-2 to count. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. And that skips into dirt. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Here's Jesse Winker. Pena tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And now it's going to be Luis Torrens. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Dubon makes the catch, and that'll do it. Bottom of the second, stepping in, Zach DeZenzo,
the designated hitter,
trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Canning back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
In the air, right field. Soto going after it. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Batting 8, the left fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Here's Mauricio Dubon.
He's not the power guy, but he can hurt you to all parts of the ballpark.
First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strikes. Ball, that's upstairs.
Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Yeah.
Strike 1. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Chas McCormick stands in now, looks at that one inside. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the second baseman, Brett Beatty, looking for his first big league hit right here. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Right through there for a strike. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Struck him out looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. First offering, and it just misses. Siri measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And a curve is down and in. And that's in the dirt.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Next offering is in for a strike. Into center and a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Now batting,
Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players, too.
He certainly is, Boog. A player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Ball that's outside.
Liner, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's a 1-run game. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, that right there is a pretty clear example of why making a clean, on-target throw back into the infield is so critical, but so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it as an outfielder. Doesn't matter if you're throwing to a base or a cutoff, you have to give them something that they can handle. That cost them a run as a result.
Next to hit, Juan Soto. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1. Man at second. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Just missed. This one in the air. Walker moving under it. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Up and in, 1-0.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And there's the strike. Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. This one high in the air to left center. Alvarez makes the grab, and that is that. Back here in Houston, here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
Right through there for a strike. And now the 0-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now the number 2 hitter, Isaac Paredes. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. And he takes a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now the center fielder, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 1 with a flyout. On the ground, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
2 on, 1 out. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And he swings through that one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Pena now at the plate, doubled in his first AB. There goes the runner. Late swing fouled off. Runners are at the corners, one away. And he chases that one. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Caratini takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a ball popped up. Lindor on the move, and he makes the catch. And that's the inning. Back here at Dyken Park, now Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Hammered, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So up next, Mark Vientos. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Nimmo gets his lead first with nobody out. That's towards center. Alvarez in position. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
So digging in, Jesse Winker.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
That's in there, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Throw to first. Nimmo dives back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
In the dirt, but kept close. That one fouled off. 2-2. And there's a ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
First and second, 1 out. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A 3-run homer, his first homer of the year, and now they're out in front. It's 4-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
One down. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. First pitch just misses. And there's a foul ball. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Jose Siri up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across. Top half of inning number 4. That misses, and it's 1-1. Ground ball left side. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Ready to go, bottom 4, and now DH, Zach Dezenzo.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Misses, and it's 1-2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
So up next, Mauricio Dubon. First time up was a pop out. That one outside. And that's ball 1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Dezenzo gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
The right fielder, number 20.
Now at the plate, Chas McCormick.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. swing and a drive deep right field. That one's back there. Out of here. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and they lead it. It's 5-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
It's through for a hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Isaac.
Runner on at first with one gone. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. He's 2 for 2. Just missed. Still only one out here in the inning.
2-0.
In the dirt. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Kodai Senga preparing to come on if needed. Young, the lefty, warming up as well. There's the strike, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's hard hit on the line. Makes the catch, and there are 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
So next up for Houston, Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
2 outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 5-4 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Francisco Lindor. Arrighetti back to work. That one down the line. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Spencer Arrighetti will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Left-hander
the
out of the
Astros,
bullpen, Framber Valdez.
number 59.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. At the plate, Juan Soto. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the fifth. High fly ball, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Relay throw. And it comes in too late. He's up to third of the fly out with one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. 0 for 2 in this one.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third and one out. Couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale up.
Throws the first in time, and that is the inning. Mets lead one. They trail it 5-4. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Walker.
And there's a strike.
Well, these Astros doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Despite having 9 hits in the game, the number...
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it hits the fence.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But well, it's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Griffin Canning is done. And this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
taking over on the mound for the Mets,
Number
Kodai
34.
Senga.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. Drove in 2 runs on a double back in the first. He's 1 for 2. That one misses. 0-1. Walker aboard here at first with nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. On the ground to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first. And the throw is late. They couldn't overcome the misplay.
The catcher, number 17, Victor Caratini.
First and second, no outs. Vic Caratini at the plate.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
And that one fouled off. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it drops in. Here's the throw to the plate, and he's out.
That's an excellent job.
Now
That's the way to
back,
come off
the designated
firing right
hitter.
there. Very aggressive and ready to show off the arm. Keeps the run from scoring.
Zach DeZenzo will hit next. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing
Now
the ball
batting,
pretty well.
no
I know he
fielder.
didn't produce a hit, but he made
Mauricio
solid contact, and that's all you're
Dubon.
looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And stepping in for the Astros, Mauricio Dubon. That one's in there, 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out. 2 left for the Astros. They lead at 5-4. Back here in Houston, here's the 3rd baseman, Mark Vientos. Late with the swing there. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Taylor Scott, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Contreras getting loose as well. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Next pitch is outside. Got him. 1 out.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift in a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
So up next for New York, Jesse Winker. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. Valdez goes 5 feet 11 inches. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. The 1-0. Inside corner for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Off the plate inside, and it's 2-1. One down, base is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And it's through for a hit. It's in and out of his glove. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
Gotta love the resiliency
Now
shown in that
batting.
at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Luis Torrens. He's already homered in this game. And that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Man at second. Ball one there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Look out.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two now. And a curve is down and in. Brett Beatty in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stump. Just 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The other way, base hit left field. Here comes Winker. He'll score and they've tied it. And it's an RBI single, 5-5 now.
Well done. Drives in the run. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Go ahead run on base. And stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. And that's downstairs and outside.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Beatty off of first with 2 away. Inside, just missed. In the dirt, blocked. Goes to second, save. And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. In for a strike, now 3-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. And the count's full.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Out towards right center field. McCormick trying to get there. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 5 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the right fielder, Chas McCormick. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Action in the Mets bullpen. Ryan Stanek getting ready to go. Garrett, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses. And the count now even up. And that one hammered way back there. And that one is out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And just like that, they're out front. It's 6-5.
That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 0-1. That one missed.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Hard hit, right side. Alonso takes it to the bag. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Isaac Paredes, the next to hit. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. The next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. Goes down swinging. Kodai Senga picks up the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes
Now
to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Alvarez.
2 outs, base is empty. So next up for Houston, Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 3. And it's fouled away. Just missed.
Down.
Sliced hard but foul.
Two to the count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. That's outside. 3-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field, and he brings it into the warning track. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. Back after this on the show.
Pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Astros.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
50.
Taylor Scott.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Nobody out. Lindor has a chance to tie it. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. First pitch, and he just misses. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one missing low.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
And now it's even up.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that was
Now
an important at-bat in this
right fielder,
game, so
Juan
great job there stepping up
Soto.
to the challenge. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
No outs, runner at first. So up next for New York, Juan Soto. That one's upstairs, ball one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Yeah, that's fouled off. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Lindor back in there. That one is absolutely belted. And it bangs off the wall. Lindor around second, headed for third. And he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. A lot of
Now
times in
batting,
today's
the first
game,
baseman,
right
Heath.
fielders are able to get to a ball
Alonso.
that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Really important at bat coming up now.
Big at bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in. Golden opportunity right here. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Way outside,
one strike.
and it's 2-1. Swinging a foul out of play. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Line drive, and this might be trouble. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate, and they take the lead in the 7th. A 2-run double.
We don't see this
Now
a whole
batting,
lot
the
anymore
designated
where
hitter,
hitters with
Randy
2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Taylor Scott out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Astros,
now, Juan Baladery.
number 6.
On for his major league
Juan
debut, and a moment he
Baladery.
will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
And now Brandon Nimmo. And the first pitch
Inside,
misses for
ball
ball 1.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Alonso is waved home. Safe. And they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks
Now
up an
batting,
RBI.
third
Just a
baseman,
very nice
Mark
approach and swing right there to use the
Nota.
big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. 0 for 3 in this one. He was late there, strike 1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And there's a ball.
1-1.
On the ground to third, and that's foul. That one just misses, and the count's even at 2. Down the right field line and a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Tags the runner for 1 to Walker, and that's 2.
Now batting, catcher
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses. Nimmo at third with 2 away. And this is inside. Now 3-0. Brett Beatty waiting to hit for the Mets. And there's the automatic. 2 outs with a runner at third. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air out towards right center. McCormick makes a nice running catch. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 8 and the Astros 6. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Stanek.
Now pitching
He's
for
making
the
his
Mets.
2nd appearance of the season.
Number 55, Ryan Stanek.
And now the first
Leading
baseman,
up
Christian
for the
Walker.
Astros,
3
the
for
first
3 with
baseman,
3 singles.
Christian Walker.
On the corner for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. A big first out here in the 7th
The
via
batter,
the
number
punch out.
3.
Yeah, it just does
Shortstop,
so much to change the
Mlb.
outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
So digging in, Jeremy Pena. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. The Astros down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
The 1-1. Swings through that one.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And that's down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Next one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Now a chance for Victor Caratini. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Outside.
Ball, out.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground to third. Vientos whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Astros are down quietly. Can't cut into an 8-6 deficit.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Astros,
and a new arm on the mound to start the
number
8th.
56.
Rodel Blanco, ready to make his
Rodel
season debut.
Blanco.
Brett Beatty
Leading off
up now for the
The
Mets.
second baseman, Brett Beatty.
And a pitch. Just missed. The next pitch misses.
Ball 2.
Now 2 balls and a strike. Headed towards the corner. McCormick on the run.
No, that's
Couldn't
bad.
get to it before it dropped foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone.
Now
That's a
batting,
stone cold
the center
take.
fielder, Jose.
And stepping in for New York,
Siri.
Jose Siri. Clips the outside corner, 0-1. Next offering is foul back. Got him looking, and that's the first out. And now it's Frankie
Now
Lindor.
that-
This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. just missed. Baden at first, one gone. Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Hit in the air, center field. Alvarez in position. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
So up next for New York, Juan Soto.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Foul ball there. In the air to left center, Dubon on his way over. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Mets strand one. They lead at 8-6. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Reed Garrett.
Now pitching for New York, number 75, Reed Garrett.
Now it's the
Leading up
DH,
for the
Zach
Astros,
DeZenzo.
the designated hitter, Zach DeZenzo.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and that goes foul. And that one is lifted in the air. Soto pulls it down, one away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Mauricio Dubon digs in now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
There's a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Popped in the air, left field. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So runner at second, 2 down. Altuve getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. McCormick headed for the plate. The relay throw. He's safe, and they trail by 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 2 outs, runner on first. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
2 outs. Way inside, and that hit him.
Well, that can certainly jumpstart an offense. The hit by pitch right there, and now they have the opportunity to make it really hurt on the scoreboard.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Reed Garrett won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Edwin Diaz.
These types of mistakes usually turn out to be costly this late in the ball game. Things can really slip away in a hurry.
Edwin Diaz.
Oh, they're applying pressure. Quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one player to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
Alvarez in the box now, takes strike 1.
Ball.
And that is out of play.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Strike 3. Got him swinging. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in Houston, all set to start the 9th in this one. And the batter now, Pete Alonso. Blanco back to work. And ball 1. Blanco, a 6'3" righty, 265 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And the 1-0. Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And another ball. Upstairs. And it's 3-0. There's the strike. That one at the knees for a strike.
Thank you.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full
Now
count,
batting,
but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Check swing, called strike. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Blanco checks over to first, and he's back. Struck him out swinging, and the runner holds.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. People at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
And next for the Mets, Jesse Winker. There's a strike. Two outs. A changeup missing. 1-1. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 10-7. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the fresh shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Two outs, nobody on. Luis Torrens will hit next. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and here at the top of the ninth. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Misses off the inside, and that's ball 2. This one popped up. Walker makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now 10-7. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the ninth. Now here is Christian Walker.
Walker.
And a big swing and a miss.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That's a ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
On the ground, right side. Beatty to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game.
Batter,
it might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
He's 2 outs away. Pena, the next to hit. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Late on that fastball.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
And a slider misses down and away. Fly ball down the line. Soto going after it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
The catcher, number 17, Victor.
So they're down to their final out.
Caratini.
Victor Caratini up next for the Astros. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on here in the last half of inning number 9. That one outside, ball 1. Right through there for a strike. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, we saw both teams come ready to swing it in this one, and they found a lot of success. Couple of touchdowns up on the board today. Pretty amazing, and it turned out to be a close one, considering all the runs put up